Good morning and welcome to the Iowa Storm Chasing Network weather update for February 10th. And this is being recorded in the morning. So if you're watching this later in the day or even after Monday, keep an eye on that to make sure you're watching the most relevant weather update. We have a lot to talk about this week. First, starting off with a winter weather advisory for today, for Monday. That's the purple shaded counties there across northwest Iowa. That's where we're expecting 2 to 4 inches of snowfall throughout the afternoon hours today, with lesser amounts as you move further off to the south and east. Then taking a look at the southeast portion of the state, those blue shaded counties that do extend down into northern Missouri, that is a winter storm watch that will be in effect for Wednesday, as that system looks to be more potent than the storm system for today. That storm system on Wednesday could be bringing us anywhere from 4 to 7 inches of snowfall across the southeastern portion of the state, and we'll talk about those details here in a second. Then the third and final system that we'll talk about and take a look at will be the system late Friday into Saturday. Starting this model off here later on this morning, I think we'll start to see snow begin to increase closer as we get closer to noon today, and then we'll see that snow continue throughout the early and mid-afternoon hours, and then really begin to taper off as it moves off to the south and east, as we mentioned, which is why the Weather Service has only about 1 to 3 inches for Carroll, 2 to 3 inches for Storm Lake, Fort Dodge, Algona, and then higher amounts as you get closer to that far northwest corner of the state, which is where Sioux City, Sheldon, and Esterville could pick up around 2 to 4 inches. But as you notice, as you move south and east from that area, for example, central Iowa, like Ames, Des Moines, Atlantic, maybe picking up anywhere from trace to 2 inches of snowfall accumulation. So not expecting a whole lot as this system pulls further off to the south and east, going to be confined mainly to the northwest portion of the state of Iowa today. Then as we jump into Wednesday, as we'll start to see that snow increase during the very early morning hours on Wednesday. Excuse me. And then we'll see that continue throughout the morning. This is by 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning. That snow continuing across much of the state of Iowa. As you notice, northern Iowa sort of being left out with this one. We're going to have an area of high pressure off to our north. And that's going to cause a lot of dry air. So we'll have to keep an eye on how far north that snow is allowed to fall due to that dry air that will likely influence that northward extent of the snow being able to fall. Then as we continue throughout the morning hours, and then by noon on Wednesday, that snow continuing to fall, with the highest snowfall rates likely still occurring near the Iowa-Missouri border and even into the Mississippi River Valley area. Then continuing through Wednesday afternoon, this is by 6 p.m. on Wednesday, heading home. The Wednesday evening commute likely going to be a messy one. So as for school cancellations, delays, likely going to see several of those due to the storm system on Wednesday. And then it does appear to pull out by very late Wednesday, close to that midnight time frame as we get to roll into Thursday. Now, it's still a little early, but just to give you somewhat of an idea, as for snowfall accumulations, the models are indicating probably 4 to 7 inches of snowfall across that southeastern half of the state. But if you notice across the northern portion of the state, we're going to see totals really begin to taper off quickly due to that dry air. So something to keep an eye on. Obviously, still a couple days away. We'll keep you updated here on our Facebook page with the latest information. Then taking a look at the extended range here, I quickly wanted to switch over and show the European model and how it's handling Wednesday's solution. Very similar track with Wednesday, so not much else to talk about with that. But as we head into the weekend, I think by late Friday into early Saturday, we'll start to see another system traverse across the state of Iowa. Could bring some more accumulating snowfall. This is by noon on Saturday. You can see that snow beginning to sort of taper off there. So mainly a Saturday morning event and then clearing out by early afternoon. Switching back over to the GFS model to show you the track. It's a little bit further off to the north. So once again, this is by early Saturday morning. You can see how a little bit further north this system is. So obviously still being several days away, a lot to change with that system as well. But just know that there will be the potential once again for early Saturday morning for another storm system to traverse across the state of Iowa and could bring another few inches of snowfall. So something to keep an eye on if you do have any travel plans on Saturday. Once again, winter weather advisory for later on today across northwest Iowa. Winter storm watch for Wednesday afternoon. A lot to keep an eye on this week. We'll keep you updated here throughout the week with the latest information. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day.